Super duper doo, how are you? I think I'm very hungry. What shall I eat? I should probably eat my greens. I need to eat veggies. I need to eat meat. I need to drink water. I need to eat fruit. Do you? It's a really interesting thing when people tell you what you should and shouldn't eat and what you can and can't have and what's good and bad for you. How do you know what's going to work for you? And that's always been my biggest question. If you were your own high performance eating coach, what advice would you give yourself? We live in a world now, however, where if you don't like a certain food but you still want to get the nutritional value from that food, instead of eating greens, I don't like greens, I'll take a pill. I don't like to eat fruit, so I'll take a vitamin or a multivitamin. Vitamin C, for example. I don't like going outside, so I'll take a vitamin D supplement. I don't like eating meat because I'm a vegan, vegetarian or a vegetarian, so I'll take an iron supplement. This is a very personal question, it's a confrontational question, but I have to ask it because I've been an exercise professional all of my life, a personal results coach. I always ask the question, if you were your own high performance eating coach, what advice would you give yourself? And the challenge is if you think that you need to take a supplement, you need to take nutritional supplementation, a vitamin pill, some kind of pill, powder or potion, the two big questions. What if you can't afford them? They're very expensive. So does that mean then that you can't be healthy because you can't afford pills, powders and potions? Second, how do you know the pill, powder or potion is the right thing for you? Is it good quality? Where was it made? And I always ask that question. It's a plastic pill. It's obviously man-made. It's highly produced, highly processed, and it was made in a factory. So can that possibly be better for you than eating the real food or getting the real nutritional value from food, fresh air, sunshine? Now that's just a personal question. But the real challenge comes now when you start looking at the research, the studies, the vitamin police, the pill, powder and potion police on what's actually in stuff. And very sadly, because people share with me every day, Rowie, this is a top quality vitamin, this is a top quality iron supplement, this is a top quality fish oil, this is a top quality vitamin D supplement. But how do you actually know that? Have you been to the factory? Have you watched them make it? What's in it? And sadly, the police have found, and there are sometimes people who go and test the pills, powders and potions, nutrition supplementation, and it's a $1 trillion business. So it's a very, very easy way to make money because there's no rules and regulations on it. It doesn't have to go through any form of, and I just start again. Nobody's going to say you can't call that a vitamin even if it isn't. Nobody's going to say you can't sell that to the general public telling them that it's vitamin D even if there's no vitamin D in it. And the reason for that is because obviously some people test. There are some scientists who say, I want to know what's in my vitamin pill or in my nutritional supplementation or in my protein powder. I'm going to test the ingredients. And without hesitation and without exaggeration, every single supplement, every single pill, powder and potion never has exactly in it what's on the label. Never. Whether it's the amount that's in it, whether it's the actual ingredients, whether it's it says it's got it and hasn't got any of it, or it says it's got it and it's got too much of it. And there are some serious challenges when you take too much of a product. Anything you take too much of is going to cause you a challenge. But if you over supplement with some vitamins, you could actually get very sick and in some cases die. So the reverse of that, of course, there are people who would rather die than not take vitamins and minerals and supplementation and all now the pre-workouts and post-workouts and all the different pills, powders and potions to get ripped abdominals and tight butt cheeks and have a stack of energy. And there's a whole heap of things you can take. But I'm going to ask the question again. What if you can't afford it? Does that mean you can't be healthy, lean, fit, strong, energetic for the rest of your life? And second, what if you could get away without it? What if you didn't have to take a pill, powder or potion? And without saying don't take, because I would never say that, because some people, the placebo effect is far more powerful than we'll ever understand. If I think that I need a pill, powder or potion and I stop taking it, I could probably become weak, frail and diseased because I actually believe that thing is going to work for me. If I believe it's going to work, is it more likely to work? And of course the answer is yes. So if I load up on a big pile of pills, powders and potions, I'll say it again, and I believe I'm going to be healthier, and I believe I'm going to be leaner, and I believe that my life's going to be better, it probably will be, because placebos are amazing. But I'll go then back to the first question, what if you can't afford it? Then you can't have a placebo effect of something that you can't afford. So, better question, I think. What if you start with the fundamentals? What if you do all the things that we know actually work before investing money, time, energy, even passion into a pill, powder or potion? There's a lot of, and I'll go to a fourth step, I think. Is it possible that there are social media influencers, there are doctors, there are medical professionals, there are exercise people, personal trainers, gym owners, who want to sell you a pill, powder or potion because they're going to make a lot of money from it? Are there social media influencers who get paid a lot of money for you to buy their product? So they get a percentage of that product every time you buy it because they recommended it, they get the money. And there's nothing wrong with making money, of course. But what if you didn't have the money? So what if, and the fundamentals are very simple, and I live them and breathe them, and I will share, and I don't usually share this, but I've never taken a pill, powder or potion in my life. I've never taken a vitamin pill. I've never taken a protein powder or a pre-workout. I've never taken any form of supplementation whatsoever. I drink water and I eat food. The reason for that is I want to know what's going into my body, and if I take something that's in a plastic container or in a plastic pill, I don't know what's in it, and I don't want to put anything into my body when I don't know what's in it. So for me, the fundamentals are every day fresh air and sunshine. And if I can't get direct sunlight, I still go outside, even if it's a cloudy day, even if it's a rainy day, because I know that the sun is above the clouds, and I know the benefit of sunshine for every single functioning system inside the body. So I get fresh air and sunshine. It's one of the things I always ask people if they say to me, oh, Rowie, I'm exercising and I'm eating healthy food and I'm doing all the right things, but my body's not working properly. My next question is always, do you get sunshine? Do you go out in the fresh air and sunshine? So that's my first fundamental, fresh air and sunshine. Second is exercise. Now, you could talk about nutrition, you could talk about fluid, you could talk about sleep. But if you are fit and strong, is it possible that all of those other things will work out? So if you exercise effectively, so if you get puffed, if you lift heavy, if you're really fit and strong, then are you more likely to sleep better? Of course. Are you more likely to have a hormonal system that works effectively? So you'll eat when you're hungry, you'll stop eating when you're full, you'll make better decisions because your brain works better. You'll sleep really well because all the hormones that send you to sleep and the hormones that wake you up will all be working effectively because your body's fit and strong. Your body will tell you what you need to eat. A lot of people share with me, Rowie, I don't know what to eat. But is it possible if your hormonal system is working effectively, that your body will, and if you listen carefully, I'm sure you've said this, oh, I feel like I'm thirsty. Have a drink. I feel like I need to have something fresh. Now, whether that's a piece of broccoli or an apple or a bunch of grapes or a handful of nuts, I don't know. That's your choice. And isn't that what food should be? Eat what you like. Don't eat what you don't like. Eat when you're hungry. Stop eating when you're full. And is it possible that if you're fit and strong, that all of those things will work effectively?